Okay, now let's discuss this problem. Complicated GCD. Okay, with a tag of math and number theory with a rating of 800. Okay, complicated GCD. Greatest common divisor GCD of A or A comma B of two positive integers A and B is equal to the biggest integer D such that both integers A and B are divisible by D. There are many efficient algorithms to find the GCD. Common greatest common divisor. For example, Euclid algorithm. That's what I was explaining it in the previous video. Okay. So after that, formally find the biggest integer D such that a plus 1, a plus 2 up to b are divisible by D. To make the problem even more complicated, we allow a and b to be up to Google 10 to the power 100. Such number doesn't even fit in 64-bit integer type. Okay, so do not worry, we'll tackle this problem. Okay, I'll explain you people the approach. Okay, input, the only line of the input contains two integers and b, so basically they will be in string format. Okay, see, as this in test case we can see, so this is greater than 10 to the power 18, so that won't be fit in the long integer, so that's why we will use this as a string and b also string. Okay, and now we just need to output an one integer GCD of integer all integers from a to b inclusive. Okay, so now let me explain what is the problem saying. Okay, so we are given two integers a and b, but what we need to find out, we need to find out GCD of a plus 1, a plus 2, a plus 3 up to b. We need to report GCD of these numbers. Okay, so now let's go for a test case. Okay, I'll explain one test case now. So let me take this test case 1 comma 2 and the output is 1. Okay, okay, so now a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2. So what is GCD of 1 comma 2? So this is nothing but 1. And in the second test case he mentioned some random number 100. Let's assume it like this. And in b also he gave 100. So basically we need to find GCD of the numbers which are in range of these. Okay, so basically it's the same thing, right? So GCD of a comma a, that's nothing but a. Okay, so now let me say this, like we can observe one thing. GCD, let x be any number, like it should be an integer. So what we can say about GCD of x plus 1 and x? Think about it. So what we can write about, what we can write this as, this is nothing but x plus 1 minus x with x. Okay, so this is nothing but GCD of 1 comma x. So this is nothing but 1 itself, right? So what we have concluded now, GCD of two consecutive numbers is 1, right? So what we can conclude, GCD of a plus 1, a plus 2 up till b. So this is nothing but 1, right? So how? So now let's subtract a from all the numbers. So we will be having a 1. So no. Now what we will do? Let's make the group of these numbers. Okay, these consecutive numbers. So what we will be having, GCD of these two numbers, that's 1, and we'll be having all the leftover numbers. Okay, so this is nothing. See, since we got 1, so we don't care about what other number is. So we will be getting 1 only as the GCD. If a is not equal to b, if a is equal to b, then GCD is of course a. Okay. So this was the problem, just we need to implement it. Okay, so now let me open my VS Code and I'll implement it. CPP, let's give the name as a.cpp, hashtag include video stream, then hashtag include bits slash stdc++.h using namespace std, and what we will write, int main. Okay, so we'll be having two strings, string a, string b, right? String a, we just see in a and b. Okay, if a is equal to b, just see out a, else see out 1. That's it, we have solved this problem. Okay, let me submit this code now. We'll go with GCC C++20. Let's submit this. It's running on fourth test. Okay, so finally this got accepted. Okay, so this is our solution. Okay, and now I'll add the link of this problem in the description. Okay, so you can solve the problem from there. Thank you.